right, Schultze here. A few of you guys have reached out asking like, all right, you're telling us how you build your leader, but like, how do you build your leader? What knots are you using and what not? So I'm gonna do a little quick video here for you guys to build a simple leader build for if you're fishing maybe a 7 weight or an 8 weight like we do this time of year, spring, for smallmouth fish and swim flies. So here you go. I'm gonna start with a butt section of 40 or 30. If you're fishing smaller, lighter flies, you can totally get away with 30. I prefer to use the 40. I'm just gonna take a piece. I'm not gonna get real meticulous on like measuring this, you know, and make sure it's correct. If it turns over, it works, right? So overall length, you're gonna mess around with that. Could be 4 feet, could be 8 feet, somewhere in that range. So here you go, a little short butt section. I'm gonna take that. I'm just gonna take nippers, cut that off, and I'm gonna tie a perfection loop. This is how I learned how to do it when I was a kid, and it works. So a little loop, you're gonna go behind, you can make a little loop in front, take that tag end, you're gonna split those two, you're gonna pull the little one through the big one. And pull her tight. And that is what it should look like. I'll take that, trim that tag. Again, I started this one with 40, so I'm gonna go 30. I have some 30 pound, and I'm gonna tie a blood knot. 1, 2, 3, through the back. 1, 2, 3, through the front. That wet, and seat it. We'll save the trimming to the end, but I got 40 pound butt, 30 pound, going to 25, 4 to 8 feet. So little sections, you know, it's up to you. You know, build them out 12 inches, 15 inches, and adjust. Sometimes I'll tie the whole dang leader together, and then I get to the end and I go, what the heck? I got a little long on those 2 sections. Cut that knot out, tie another knot. Same deal here. Blood knot, 1, 2, 3, through the back. 1, 2, 3, through the front. The 20 pound. Definitely some days we'll run 20 for tippet, but most of the time it's 16. Sometimes 12 if you want to lose your flies. And some 16, blood knot. 1, 2, 3, through the back. 1, 2, 3, through the front. Locked in. So here you go. We're at the end here. See how we did. Roughly, it's about 8 feet is where I'm at. So again, you're gonna trim these tags off, but if you want to make it a little bit shorter, we'll kind of look at it, eyeball it up. I mean, this is what I do again while I'm on the water. Might not be the most efficient, but I kind of look at it, got a nice butt, you know, here, maybe a little bit long in the middle. I want to take that out, just trim that knot, and lose a little bit. But I'm gonna start here. This would be something I would fish with a swinging D, something I'd fish with like a feather, brush head feather changer. Probably go a little bit shorter on a leggy boy, but you know, those flies that really swim and kind of ride high in the water column, this is kind of what I like to run. And with the modern lines that we're using, those mid 30s to high 30 foot heads that are fairly aggressive, that'll turn this thing right over and take your fly along for a ride. So like Bruce Chard always says, you kind of want that butt section, you know, come off that fly line and have a nice smooth transition. You don't want to have a little wimpy butt section in there. You want that diameter to kind of come right off that fly line and really help transfer that energy. That's why I usually reach for 40 pounds. So I'll go 40, 30, 25, 20, 16, and I run all fluorocarbon. Totally up to you. Want to save a little bit of money and run mono on your butt sections, that's totally fine. But I'm a firm believer in this material, and I run it throughout the whole way there with the fluorocarbon. So just bulletproof build, maybe a little more complicated than most people would run, but this is what I've run for years, and it works for me, and no sense changing.